The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson, that'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jackson. He's got the first down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this is going to remain a one-point game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now they're in the hurry-up. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Throwing is Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just... Well, CD for the losing side. They So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 14 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. But it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take position. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Ravens at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Jackson. Hard throw. Incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Jackson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Welcome back, everybody, to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. It's the Ravens. The football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out and feel charged up and ready to go.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it. 5. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. A big play there on the catch and run. 67. Now Jackson on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a loose football. Scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble.
Did, and when I'm...
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson now. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Ravens at 5-3 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out, play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. He couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. It's time. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the 1st half. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught by Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He gets it underneath to Hall. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, both the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Jackson on first down. Welcome back, everybody, to They'll run with Hall. Got what he needed for the... On third down, here's Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go for it. It's Hall. He's been tough for this defense to handle. John Harbaugh never shied. Challenge flag.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Welcome back, everybody, to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. It's been a tight game throughout, and it remains that way as we pick up the action in the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Welcome back, everybody, to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. It's been a tight game throughout, and it remains that way as we pick up the action in the fourth quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just said. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers, throw right side, caught by Davis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Straight ahead is Hall. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing up the pass rush skills. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Cook. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Jackson to throw. He's got a man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Throwing, Jackson. And incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guy's going out for passes.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a pause, so there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Welcome back, everybody, to M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. We're set for a good finish. We pick up the action in the final 2 minutes of the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Robbie. Rodgers. His pass out wide to Hall. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where
the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Right to the air is Jackson.
And right away he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Here's Jackson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson now. That's to depth, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will stop right around the... Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Ravens at 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. On the ground and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go. Football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they were down by a touchdown. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And the pressure gets to him again. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. They've got his man complete. First down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final.
Partner, what a finish to this. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11.
Burrow will throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Bengals had 5 and 6 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action. It's Jackson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. Jackson now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mostert. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Gotta go.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From midfield now, Burrow. Over the net, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. That's on Jackson Carman, 2nd-round pick in 2021. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Daxton Hill picks it off. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. Under
pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
58 yards.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. To throw is Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number two, maybe they actually have the lead. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Gotta go.
Now it's Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On one, right?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's out of bounds. This almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 56 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football.
Here we go, here we go.
It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
Man, it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon
with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 19 yards away.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
11.
From the 44, Burrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
But here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jackson will throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Again, Jackson.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Jackson now.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but
there he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. With his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover.